So, anyone who is friends with me on Facebook or follows me on any social media probably knows I am a huge, like, hate Social Security. I think it is a horrible system and is going to bankrupt this country and is a giant Ponzi scheme. But take all that away and take away the fact that it is unsustainable and will be insolvent in by 2032, I believe, is what all the statistics say. It is regressive. Like, Social Security is something that's like the Bernie Sanders AOC type progressives champion Social Security and say they want to expand it. But Social Security is the most regressive social program out there. It is the most regressive tax. And yes, Social Security is a tax. It is not a retirement fund that I'm going to put money in and it'll gain interest in equity and I will draw it out later. It is not that. It is a tax that they take from you to give to somebody else. It is a redistribution program. And what they do is they take money, and it is regressive by nature because they take money from poor, younger people to give to older people. Because you start drawing Social Security, I think you can start at 63, but 65 is the general area of retirement draw Social Security. Guess what? People who are 65 are generally have way more wealth and equity than people who are 21, 22, 23. When you're 65 in general, I know I'm making generalizations. There are some exceptions, but in general, people who are 65 have worked for 40 years, have a pension or a 401k that they can draw from, and their house, their car, everything is paid off. Their kids are out of the house. Everything is done. It's just them. They own their property, but we feel the need to take money from a 22, 23-year-old just out of college with $50,000 of student loan debt, take money from their job to pay for senior citizens. It makes zero sense. It is regressive by nature. Because who has more wealth? The 22-year-old or the 65-year-old? 65-year-old, what is he paying for? His property tax? That's it. That's all their taxes. That's all they're paying is the property tax. And yeah, we want to eliminate property tax. Yeah, I can get right there with you. If you say, I got to pay my property tax. Boomer, I'm for getting rid of that too. So what will you have to pay? Food? Okay, you have a retirement. You have a 401k that you put in. That you are undoubtedly more wealthy and well off than the 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old who is paying for all of your Social Security. Let's look at the expenses that a 21, 22, let's just say from 23 to 30 years old. What are they doing? They're paying rent. Boomers don't have, people drawing Social Security don't have that. Their house is paid off. They have student loans. People who are drawing Social Security could have paid for their entire schooling by working summer jobs or working part-time jobs because there was not government subsidies of college. Starting a family, buying a house. Yeah, that just so much stuff. Starting a family. You're 65, your kids are graduated out of the house. You're generally not paying for them. And I am saying generally. I know there's some people who have kids later, but in general, no, you're done. Your kids are adults paying for their own way. Mortgage, your house is paid off. You're not paying rent or mortgage. While people are between 20 and 30 are trying to start a family, get married, buy a house, buy a car, just starting out in the workforce, pay off student loans. But we want to take money from them and give it to senior citizens who have had 40 years to collect equity and and prepare for retirement. And I can't, like, if you call yourself progressive, you can't support this because it is stealing from the poor to give to the rich. And I think stealing from the rich to give to the poor is a bad idea. It's immoral too. But this is the complete opposite. You can't even make that argument with Social Security. It is regressive. It is taking from the poorest people out there to give to the most wealthy people. Because then even Social Security doesn't have a cutout. You could be a billionaire. You're over 65. You draw Social Security. The whole idea of it is just ass backwards and makes zero sense. And progressives who champion this as a great policy are hypocrites. It's taking from the... I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'm just gonna, like, anybody else, what are your, people my age and younger, what are your thoughts on Social Security? Boomers, I know your thoughts, but tell me I'm an idiot. I'm not, but you're gonna tell me that anyway, so, like, comment below, let me know where I'm on everything, and, thanks everybody for watching, please like, share, and subscribe, and, yeah, I'll see y'all next time.